and they're well underway. There's 29 different nations competing here, and at the moment they're qualifying. I'm joined by Ute Kleinschmidt. Now, can you tell us exactly what the process is that's going on here at the karting?
So the nice thing is we have here girls and boys. So that means 29 nations are racing against each other. The pre-finals are like this. So everybody has actually 2 runs. So in total 4 runs are counting. And the 16 fastest will be the one who can go on to the finals.
That's almost half the field. That's quite a lot to go through to the next stage.
Yes, absolutely. But I think this is quite fair because you can see also weather condition can change. And so everybody has a bit the same chance, and they have to be fast, they have to be precise, because this is really difficult. You can see it's only a very tiny road through all the coins, and you can see that a lot of teams throw them, so that costs each time also some seconds.
Yeah, we've just been watching some of them run now, and this course looks quite difficult. I called that a figure of 8, but you, of course, called it a pretzel over in the corner there, so it's quite tough for them.
It is really, really tough. And this is a combination of remembering the track, of drive precise and fast. So this is really a lot of skills which you also need for all kind of motorsports.
And how are you finding the mixed teams? How are they going, the boys and girls combined?
It is actually by the national clubs, as ASNs we call them. They select the team and they apply with their best country drivers.
We've got a range of ages here. I've seen lots of different people here. So what age range is there?
It's actually 14 to 60. So this is a very good age to be prepared for doing a career in motorsport later.
Now, you are the only woman who has completed and won Dakar. So how is it for you to see young girls here competing?
Yeah, for me this is really very important because we're doing a lot of effort at the FIA to bring young girls to motorsport, and here we can see 29 talents racing against the men, and that is what I did all my career, and I think we can show that this is possible, and that's what we want to achieve.
You mentioned this is about precision. I can see quite a few cones that have been knocked over. So what happens if they do that?
That costs them about 2 seconds per coin they throw away, but this is part of the game, you know. So, and this is quite expensive because they are using around 25 to 27 seconds for one round, and so then 2 seconds is already quite a lot.
Will you keep this course as it is, or do you change it for the different stages?
We will keep it like it is for this event, but this kind of sport, which we call Karting Slalom, can change different figures, and so we chose this because it fits very well here, and like you can see it's the same setup on both sides, so after we will have finals where they knock each other out.
And I'm assuming they compete on both sides of this track?
Definitely, because it has to be fair, so one time they're on one side and the other time on the other side.
We had rain yesterday. I can feel some coming down now. How's that going to affect them?
Yeah, as we have more runs and we mix them from the time, that means in the end of the day it will be quite equal. But it's like in normal race conditions, you know. If you race, you can have a bit better luck or good luck. So that means this can happen here too.
We're fairly through this first stage now. So are there any teams that are standing out to you at the moment? Can you say that?
Difficult to say because it's really close to competition, and we have still about 20 countries to go the last pre-run, qualifying run, and after this we will see. So it's quite close. I'm very happy about that. So that means it will be very interesting.
And we've mentioned about them being 14. How important, it's not just for the girls, for the guys as well, to get drivers, young drivers in this age and getting out on track and learning all these skills?
I think this is very important because you can see today if you don't start motorsport very early, it's very difficult to come in. So this is the right age to see talents. It's the right age to find people who are or young people who are interested in motorsport, and I think this is very important.
And we know we've got mixed teams. This is one of the only sports where men and women can compete on a level playing field. So what are you noticing between the guys and the girls?
I can see it's quite equal, and that makes me happy because it shows if you give a chance to women to race and if you make them interested in it, they can be very good. And that's what it's all about. I think we have to find more girls who are interested in motorsport, but also we have a lot of guys here, which is very important. And for everybody, it is very difficult to achieve something in motorsport, because motorsport in the beginning is quite expensive. But this kind of kart slalom is achievable and it is cheap, and that's why it's so interesting.
You and I were both recently at the Girls on Track event, and I will speak about that later. But just briefly, what was that event about, and what did you discover from that?
I think this is more to make young girls interested in motorsport, because there's a lot of other jobs in motorsport who are very interesting. To be a journalist, for example, but a mechanic, a team manager. We can see already now, especially in Formula E, for example, we have female team leaders, and also in Formula One. So I think this is very important to attract generally women for motorsport, and that's what we are doing with Girls on Track. Because we have different stations, and we show at the station what is about your job if you join this kind of work in motorsport.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing what happens in the rest of the karting slalom. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll speak to you later.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me.
Thailand is one of the 29 nations competing in the karting slalom, and I'm with Minnie, who's just stepped out of the kart. So Minnie, you're half of the Thai team. How did you find that run?
It wasn't really good, but
It wasn't so good for Minnie this afternoon, but what do you think about this? You've come over from Thailand, so how do you find it competing against all these different people and nations?
this layout is kind of new for me.
It's
so,
new for you?
Yeah, kind of nervous.
And who's your teammate?
He's over there.
What's his name?
Anantoran Danyenachai.
And do you know each other before now, or you just brought together for the World Cup, World Nations?
No, we've known each other for a few years now.
So you're used to competing together?
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen? We've got 16 teams going through. How do you think you're going to fare?
I'll just do my best.
Okay, thanks very much, Minnie. Well, hopefully we'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye.
We have Michelle on, so we could speak to her about Girls on Track. So can we do that now, to record it, or even live? Okay, so we'll go over. Give me a moment, I'll get the set up. I think we need to go over. with one of the members from Team Austria, and you may recognize his face in a slightly different way. Charlie Wirtz, you're here competing, so how's it going for you so far?
It's going okay. It's my first time doing something like this, so it's quite hard. And some people are more experienced than me. So we're fighting to make it into the final, but, well, we'll see what happens.
You're competing with somebody else, so is that a different format for you?
Yeah, it's quite different. You know, usually it's just yourself and everyone else is a rival. But working with someone else, yeah, it's a different feeling than a normal race weekend. But at least that person is very nice and I know her quite well.
Are you able to share tactics and ideas? Like, can she tell you how to maybe navigate a cone round or something?
Yeah, at the moment she's a bit faster than me, so I'm learning from her driving style and everything.
Trying to beat her?
I hope I can beat her by the end of the weekend, but at the moment she's quite a bit faster than me.
And obviously your father is Alex Wirtz. He's not here this weekend.
No, at the moment he's in the US for the F1 race, but he's watching the live timing and hoping that I can get gold this weekend.
I spoke to Alan McNish earlier today, and he had some words for you. He said, go flat out.
I agree with him. Simply, I just agree with him.
Okay, Alex, well, hopefully we'll see you through to the next round. You'll be in the top 16.
Thank you.
I now have the pleasure of being joined by Michelle Mouton, who's head of Women in Motorsport for the FIA. Michelle, this is a great event so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great event for us, for girls on track, and also for the karting challenge. To see so many young girls fighting is really fantastic. I think we have 29 nations and 16.9% of women. So it's really, for us, it's really great. Really great. I'm pleased to see that.
You mentioned the girls on track, and we've got everything, all the activities behind us. Can you just tell us about that program?
Yeah, the program is just, to try to attract the young girls, very young age, when they don't know even what is motorsport, and to make them discover the different activities around motorsport. Training, it's a lot of different activities, and they have the day for them, and they can even try the competition side for a joke and for fun. So it's really great.
I think we're going to have a go at this soon, aren't we? Because we get some people coming around. So you've obviously competed against men in your career. What do you think it means for the girls at this age to be on this level playing field?
Yeah, I think you just have to understand and to discover, what is speed, what is the rules, and then to fight. And being a girl or a boy, it's no difference at all to drive a kart or a car. So it's just to try to like it, and once you like that, the motivation to go and to fight for the top.
We were at the Girls on Track conference quite recently, and what I found quite interesting is it's getting them early as well, not just the children at that age, but also teaching the parents as well that girls can do this.
Yes, all girls can do that, and they can come anytime, and we try to welcome and to find the good activities for them to discover and to enjoy, because finally at the end it's to have fun, really.
Yeah. And what ages are you now going to be targeting?
Now we want to we have the step with Girls on Track where you have the young girls, but then we have also the one who are already in competition at the high level, but it's a middle field who is missing, and now we are working on maybe some new program for next year on the girls from 13 to 15 to try to help them progressing, to train them, and to give them the possibility to go the step up to the pyramid.
I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the timing, but how have the girls been faring so far?
I don't know, because I just arrived, and I don't know. But I know that some of them are quite good, right? Yes.
Okay, so we'll catch up again with you later, and hopefully we can speak to some more of those girls.
Exactly, with pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.
progression de jeunes femmes commençant le sport automobile. C'est vraiment très excitant.
And we've got the girls on track behind us. So tell us a bit about that program and how the two are combining.
Les Girls on Track, c'est un programme réservé aux très jeunes filles de 8 à 13 ans et on les initie aux différentes activités du sport automobile, que ce soit aussi bien des simulateurs que de la technique, que les médias, les différentes activités. Elles découvrent toutes ces activités autour d'une journée, même celles qui n'ont jamais eu l'occasion d'assister au sport automobile. Et ensuite, eh bien, elles sont attirées par la compétition. Elles ont aussi la possibilité de participer à une petite séance de karting électrique et ensuite, eh bien, elles pourront plus tard venir se battre pour les Motorsport Games.
It's also invaluable for them at this age to be competing against so many other nations, people from all over the world.
Oui, c'est très intéressant de pouvoir, comme je disais tout à l'heure, de pouvoir se battre pour son pays et d'être avec les garçons au même niveau, avec le même matériel. Et c'est ça la compétition du sport automobile, c'est ouvert à tous et on doit attirer de plus en plus de jeunes filles pour ce sport automobile.
Merci.
Merci.
Well, we saw last night that Team Portugal did quite well in the drifting qualifying, and I'm with Team Portugal, Matty and Matilde right now from the Karting Slalom. So how's it going for you guys?
Nice, I think we do a good time, but in yesterday we don't know the time. No.
We didn't know that it was practice, so it didn't go very well. But today I think we do really good times, but I don't know if is enough to pass to the final.
Okay, so yeah, there was some confusion yesterday, but today you seem to be running well.
Yeah. Today we do really good times, but we don't know if we with these times can pass to the final.
How are you finding the circuit, the way it's laid out and everything?
Sorry.
How do you find the layout of the circuit? Is it complicated, difficult?
A little. I mean, yeah, a little complicated, but with practice, we get along with that.
And what karting experience do you have coming into this?
So my karting experience started this year, and we did the National Portuguese Championship. Only 3 races because we can afford it more, and I participated in the Girls on Track. Yeah, I was one of the finalists of the 6 finalists. So my experience started there.
Okay. Well, good luck, and I hope it goes well for you guys.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.